I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Roblox has changed. I know, very brave statement that no other Roblox YouTuber has ever said before, but it is true. You know, this used to be a niche place where people made games mostly for fun. That's how we got the classics such as Work at a Pizza Place, Natural Disaster Survival, Hide and Seek Extreme, The Normal Elevator, Catalog Heaven, and the most influential of them all, Alvin and the Femur Breaker Remake. And that is still true. But what the hell is all this shit? A cult, not the spooky horror Roblox myth kind. An actual real-life cult about the Roblox spawn point. Terrorists using the chat to plan and spread real-life propaganda. Like how? You can't even type a normal sentence without it being filtered. And the worst of them all, Arthro. You've read the title, and first of all, what even is Roblox in the first place? The simplest way I could put it is the YouTube of games. Roblox provides developers a platform with a wide player base and resources like its own game engine, and most importantly, free servers. And just like YouTube, Roblox itself isn't the one making its content, it's the player base, which could be a double-edged sword, because for 1,000 superhero tycoons, there's only one theme park tycoon too. The majority of the games are just donkey. One more game. So in a nutshell, Roblox is basically infinite games, but no games. And for a long time, people have considered this as a kid's game, and that is true. But a lot of it is because its demographics basically determines what games would be made. People can make more serious games, but the thing is, the majority of the player base has the attention span of a 1 megabyte SD RAM stick. And the way that the Roblox games page works is that it's basically a leaderboard of what people are playing. That's why people's immediate reaction when looking at the games page is, dang, there's a lot of glue sniffers on this site. And there is a recommended section, but still, what the hell are half of these games? Lately, Roblox has been becoming more and more mainstream as games like Grow a Garden explode in popularity. This game literally changed the whole platform. Not only that, basically the gaming space as a whole. The kids used to yearn for the mines. Now they yearn for the fields. They've also been trying to shift their image of a kids game to more of a metaverse, like some Ready Player One type shit, or that one project that Mark Zuckerberg was shoving everyone's throats a few years back. One of the strategies that Roblox is planning to do to age up the platform is, you're never gonna guess it, dating. Okay, let me be clear. The clip that I showed you was fake, but you get the point. Look, man, adding dating to a currently kid-centered platform, I don't know. I don't think announcing that right now is a good idea. Like, there are other concerns on the platform that need to be addressed. Hopefully when David Baszucki inevitably adds this in the distant future, because you already know he's not gonna back down from that. The demographics aren't this. And hopefully that the age verification system would be robust enough so people wouldn't be able to use the McLovin ID to bypass it. It's crazy how a few years back, Roblox was really strict about people dating on the platform. We even had a slur for these people. Odor. What the hell is all this switch up now? And moving on next to the events. First of all, way too many games. I know that Roblox has done a bunch of dev hunts in the past, but the number of games in those events were somewhat manageable. The new ones though, they'd be just inviting everybody to this shit. No way in hell am I playing 100 games in 2 weeks. And it doesn't help that all of the games vary in genre, and every time you swap to a new game, you basically have to learn everything from scratch. For the dev hunt strategy to actually work without it feeling like games being mixed inside a garbage disposal, they gotta stick to one genre or theme, or they can just make a single game event. You have no idea how much I'm fiending for this. More specifically, the egg hunts. Okay, let me rephrase that a little bit. The actual good egg hunts. I can't even put into words how much of an absolute atrocity the hatch was. They hyped us all up for the return after 5 years, and all we got was a dev hunt. Holy airball! I feel bad for the builders of the lobby because they cooked so hard, and all Roblox had to do was put the eggs in the lobby with a storyline, just like the 2017 and 2018 egg hunts, instead of making you play games like Sprunky RP3D. What is this game, bro? And amidst all that, there was a major controversy because Roblox invited a very problematic developer that led to a bunch of other developers to pull their game out of the event. Like, damn, y'all got a free layup, but still managed to miss it worse than Angel Reese. Roblox slowly losing its colors throughout the years, literally and metaphorically, basically all started when they went public in the stock market. Because after that was when we got awesome collaborations with American multinational retail corporation, Walmart, and Swedish multinational fast fast fashion retailer, H&M. Like, I do not get half of these collabs. What the hell is a Ralph Lauren? And why do they have a guy's name and a girl's name in their name? The concerts were very cool though. The one with Lil Nas X was fire. Their main mission right now is maturing up the platform and making it more brand friendly. And not gonna lie, they have not been doing a great job at that. They have done little steps to improve the site, like increasing the friend limit, but following that up with updates like renaming friends to connections. What is the reasoning behind that? You know what? I'ma go ask Mr. Roblox right now. So why did you rename friends to connections? We want to explain the thinking behind our decision to rename Friends to Connections. From Roblox's inception as Dynablox in 2004, officially Roblox in 2006, social interaction and building community have always been core to our experience. The friend system was a straightforward way for users to connect, play together, and communicate. As our platform grew, users weren't just friending close acquaintances, they were adding people for shared game objectives, collaborations, or general interests. This meant the term friend became a broad umbrella that didn't accurately reflect. Man, shut your ass up. And now for the last two things I want to talk about. Literally the biggest concern of the platform for a long damn time now. First of all, it's moderation. We all know it ain't that good. I want to focus on the copyright side of it first because a lot of people have already talked about the freaky player behavior on the platform. The ground zero right now is a catalog. One look at it and you'll literally find copyrighted works. The moderation has gotten so bad that people have even re-uploaded actual Roblox made limiteds. Everyone is wearing a fake Dominus nowadays. And recently, they fueled the fire even more by adding UGC emotes. Y'all are really making the clankers in your moderation team work even more overtime cleaning up your copyright infringing, low quality slop filled catalog. And I understand that it's hard to look out for these when everybody in the platform can upload anything and make money off of it. But here's the thing. Literally ripped straight off of Marvel Rivals. And for player reporting, this feature has barely even worked for so long that it basically became a meme. That's all I gotta say. We're all well aware that it's shit. Also, apparently they don't tell you which guy you reported actually got banned. Other games do it. Why doesn't Roblox do the same? Their name literally has to live rent-free in your head to be able to know that Roblox has taken action against them. And second of all is safety. I think the main genre that this is a huge problem in are the socializing games. Barely anyone is using the chat in games like Arsenal because they're all too busy trying to shoot each other with blickies. It's more of a problem in games like Brookhaven, any game that has the word vibe or club in it, Deep City, and especially Public Bathroom Simulator. This game got a lot of flack because of the freak-offs that happen here, but it literally just started as a game of a bathroom. It literally had piss on the floor. It was very realistic. It was one of those types of games where you just look around for 5 minutes, hit a couple of /edance 3s, and leave. That was it. But then people started doing weird stuff in it. The game didn't even have tools to do them, but people quickly found out that they could make their own version of the game, but freakier, which spawned the genre of bathroom games. They've only recently taken action on these, mostly because of the Schlep situation, and you know what Roblox did? They straight up just banned bathrooms. If your game had a bathroom, banned. It was good that a lot of weird games were removed, but a lot of innocent games were caught in the crossfire. These clankers, ruining everything for everyone. Where are the Battlegrounds players gonna take a shower now? And it doesn't help that Roblox is actively trying to silence the people who are actually trying to help them. Let me talk about the Schlep situation. If you don't know who he is, he's basically Robloxian Chris Hansen, and you know what Roblox sent him for cleaning up the platform? A congratulatory email that said, cease and desist notice from Roblox Corporation for being a vigilante. I get that vigilantes can screw up criminal investigations because they take the law into their own hands, but Schlep is not a vigilante. He works with law enforcement and sends Roblox the same information. It's just that Roblox takes too long to do any actions against these bad actors, and they probably thought that they could just silence him by sending a cease and desist, but got hit hard with a Streisand effect. And the thing is, they could have easily worked with him by giving him a direct contact with a moderation, but nah, they had to pull another Ruben Sim, and look how that turned out. It's scary realizing that this was most likely a calculated risk by Roblox, because they definitely have teams for that, and they came to the consensus that it was more beneficial for them to silence him than to work and actually improve the safety. And I'm glad the whole community basically banded together so that it wouldn't happen, and things are actually changing. After a $12 billion loss because of this situation, reports actually work a bit better, and most importantly, there's a major Roblox game purge happening with the new unrated experience policy. I know I was shitting on this earlier with the bathroom purge, but with the size of Roblox now and how much they've they've let things escalate, they have to go to the extremes for people to feel any changes. And they're most likely going for the prevention route after. And they're also responding to the community if a game whose owner is unable to rate it becomes unplayable. Good job, Roblox. But knowing them, I'm low-key getting a little scared because there's always been a yin-yang pattern with their updates. Please do not screw this up. I feel like Roblox has a very bad tunnel vision to the problems of the platform because yes, by looking at the data, it looks kind of safe, but looking deeper, you'll see very bad actions taking place. And of course, the community of bad actors is small compared to the rest of the player base, but that doesn't mean you turn a blind eye to them because they will have a significant effect on the reputation of the community. Hopefully the rumors of Roblox actually wanting to keep these predators aren't true, or maybe they're just welcoming everyone because they want that realism for the metaverse. Watch, they're gonna add restraining orders and a registry next to the platform. These PDFs are gonna have to disclose how many times they participated in a Meep City party every time they join a game. On a serious note, because Roblox went public, they have the legal obligation to act to the benefit, not to the community, but to the stockholders. And stockholders want money, which explains why Roblox only acts when their stock price is on the line, because you don't invest in something if you know you're gonna lose money. So basically the only way you could get them to fix problems on the platform, you're gonna need a Schlep situation, which clearly shows for the future of the platform, once all the bad things are resolved, I think they're cooking up with the metaverse idea. Roblox, of course, is gonna have growing pains because it really is the first of its kind. Because at the end of the day, David Baszucki is either gonna make the greatest comeback ever and accomplish everything in his plan, or he ends up in Cell Block 1. I don't know. But first and foremost, they gotta free my boy Schlep first. So what is Roblox? It's definitely one of the platforms of all time.